Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you guys the Slavia Prague versus Leicester match preview. So the boys and girls, after a fantastic result last night in Premier League actions, of course Leicester beat Liverpool 3-1 at the King Power Stadium to keep half pace in the top form in the Premier League. But attention now is finally back to Europa League action, as tomorrow we will travel to Prague to take on Slavia Prague away from home in the round of 32 first leg. So that being said, in today's video I'm going to bring you guys the Slavia Prague versus Leicester match preview. I'll go through the Slavia Prague side of things, my thoughts on the game, my predictions, also my score prediction. Thursday's huge game in the Europa League in their first leg away from home. But just before we get into all that, make sure a big thumbs up down below on today's video if you guys are going to enjoy today's video. As of course today I bring you guys the Slavia Prague versus Leicester match preview. So if you guys are happy and excited that the Europa League is back, drop a like. Come on, and as always, lads, make sure you also subscribe to see my face. I'm your streamer 4. Of course, you're now well on the road to 2,000 subscribers. If you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would be massive, massive appreciated. As always, most sporty, let me know your score predictions, your thoughts game, your predictions, all in the comment section down below, boys and girls. But yeah, let's quit the waffling. Let's get into the Slavia Prague versus Leicester match preview. So then, as always, getting straight into today's match previews. You guys know exactly how these go by now, surely. Of course, going to start out by talking a bit about the opposition side of things. Of course, Slavia Prague is our opponent on Thursday, and to be honest, I haven't even attempted to try and find a fan to be honest, to come on board. So yeah, I'm going to quickly talk about Slavia Prague going into the game. I mean, yeah, we'll talk about their recent comments on Twitter on the video. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's start talking a bit about Slavia Prague and our opposition heading into the first leg game tomorrow night away from home. So then, Slavia Prague play their football in the Czech Republic. They haven't lost a game all season, I do believe, in the league, which kind of sums up how bad their league is, but also, obviously, they've been fantastic. They haven't lost a single game all season. They've been unbeaten so far, so they're going to be coming into the game for the confidence. They actually finished second in their Europa League group. They came second just to Bayer Leverkusen, who I believe finished ahead of them. So yeah, overall, I think they are a great side. They were in the Champions League as well last season. I do believe they actually were in that group of death. If you saw the picture of their chairman laughing when they got, I think it was Barcelona, Dortmund, and Inter Milan in their group as well. So yeah, they have in the Champions League recently, and they also got to the semi-finals or quarter-finals, I do believe, in this competition a few seasons ago, where they got knocked out by Chelsea as well. So overall, it's going to be a very tough game, and yeah, obviously on top form just at the moment. I think they got a 3-0 win last night in league action as well, did Slavia Prague. So yeah, they're going to come into the game full of confidence, and apparently they have like a 6-point or 7-point lead just at the top of their league. So I think they're going to be fully focused on this Europa League game. So of course, it is going to be a very tough one for Leicester. But yeah, moving on, I'm just going to quickly discuss Slavia Prague's preview going into the game, where yeah, some of the comments were pretty controversial to say these. So yeah, let's discuss a bit of that. So just thinking about it, by the way, this video went on Slavia Prague's official YouTube channel, and yeah, basically they said Leicester is not a nice place. They said Kasper Schmeichel's overweight. They said our youth academy's awful, and basically just said that Leicester are bad. So yeah, it's pretty controversial. Obviously bad, they said other stuff as well, but yeah, I think that's pretty disrespectful in my opinion, and I kind of hope you have absolutely bashed them now, because to say Schmeichel's overweight, the guy said he needs to lose about 10 kilos or whatever, which, yeah, they said our youth academy is nothing, even though we got Harvey Barnes, Chowdhury and Thomas, and yeah, they basically just said that Leicester are bad, which, to be honest, I mean, we are third, joint second in the Premier League, and you're sat there in the mighty Czech Republic League. So yeah, I'm not too happy just with the comments, and I kind of hope Harvey Barnes goes and scores a hat-trick and Schmeichel saves a penalty to serve them right. But yeah, I don't think those comments were too right. But obviously I'm waffling on a bit about that, but obviously yeah, I think most Leicester fans are not too happy just with that, and I kind of hope we absolutely batter them now. So but yeah, less of that. That's it for the Slavia Prague then side of things going into the game. So the boys and girls, then that is it then for the Slavia Prague side of things going into the game. I know it was pretty short, but who really cares? Yeah, let's get into talking a bit about Leicester then going into Thursday's huge game away from home. Of course, Leicester go into Thursday night's game off the back of a brilliant result against Liverpool, of course, in the Premier League, the 3-1 victory, at the King Power Stadium. Fantastic performance, fantastic result, and overall, that's surely going to give the Leicester players a lot of confidence heading into a very big and a very tough game on Thursday night in Prague. I think Leicester's recent form hasn't been that great in all competitions, just to be honest. I know Leicester have picked up some decent results. Obviously, we got the 3-1 victory against Liverpool, but I think the performance level in the last 5 or so games wasn't really the greatest. But as long as Leicester continue to get the wins, that is the main thing. But of course, that result result against Liverpool is surely going to give the players a lot of confidence heading into a big game on Thursday night. So hopefully that confidence can allow Leicester to get a good result on Thursday night. I know obviously it's the away leg, so a draw will be decent, and I think all we need is an away goal to take back to the King Power Stadium next week in the second leg. But of course, Leicester, I'll be going into tomorrow's game full of confidence after that great result against Liverpool. Of course, Leicester have been fantastic so far in the Europa League this season. Of course, finished top of our group quite comfortably in the end, although we did lose to Zorya Luhansk, which was a bit dodgy. Apart from that, we were pretty great in our campaign. I think we won about 4 or 5 games. We picked up a few draws here and there as well. So yeah, overall, I think our Europa League campaign was brilliant. We beat every side in our group comfortably on at least one occasion. So yeah, overall, I think we've been fantastic so far in the Europa League, and hopefully we can continue that record on Thursday night. But of course, it's 2 legs as well. So if we messed up in the first leg, of course, we've still got that chance in the second leg. But obviously, first leg wise, if Leicester can get that away goal, it will be crucial heading into the second leg, like I said, next week at the King Power. So let's speak about the game then in a bit more detail. So as always, I think Leicester will have a lot of possession on Thursday. I have heard that apparently Slavia Prague are going to sit back and try and soak up the pressure. I looked at Leicester on the counter-attack, which is a bit weird considering Slavia Prague are the home side and it's in the first leg for them at home. So yeah, I don't really know what to make of that, because Leicester obviously aren't the greatest at breaking teams down, and I know I've heard that Slavia Prague's defence is very incredible. I think they've kept a lot of clean sheets so far this season, so it's going to be tough to break them down. But obviously with Leicester being brilliant so far this season, going full likes of Barnes, Vardy, Maddison, Tielemans, even Perez at times, I think it's going to cause them some problems. But I think it'll be quite tough to break down that defence. I think they play a very defensive style that looks at counter-attack with some fast pace going forward as well, which, to be honest, Leicester have got a lot of injuries in defence. We need to watch out for that one. But yeah, overall, I think the game will just go Leicester having loads of possession, and Leicester just need to make sure that we can break them down and try and find a way through, because obviously most recently Leicester have struggled with that a lot, and it's happened consistently over the last few seasons. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. So hopefully Leicester can have a good game just possession wise tomorrow and look to break down that solid and rigid backline of Slavia Prague. I think it's definitely going to be a tough game for Leicester tomorrow. Just like I said, Slavia Prague have been in the Champions League the last few seasons as well, so it's not going to be a pushover at all. But overall, I'm pretty confident that Leicester can get the result. See, just coming off that Liverpool game last time, we're going to be full of confidence going into games. Hopefully we can get a decent result in the first leg. For me, honestly, I'll probably take a draw. A 1-1 will probably be better than just in a 0-0, because obviously the away goal is going to be crucial for Leicester. But overall, I'm pretty confident that Leicester can get a good result. I think we'll have some squad rotation there. I'll get onto that in a few minutes time, just my prediction start. But overall, I'm pretty confident that Leicester can get the result, and hopefully we can do it. Obviously it's going to be a tough one, but I'm confident that Leicester can get a good result tomorrow heading into the second leg, where hopefully we can just wrap the tie at home at the King Power. So boys and girls, that is it then for the Slavia Prague side of things, and just said my thoughts on the game. So as always, let's move into my predicted lamps. Yeah, this is how I think Brendan Rodgers will go start tomorrow night against Slavia Prague away from home. So as always, we'll be going with a 4-3-3 formation. Of course, we went with that formation against Liverpool, and it worked quite well. So yeah, starts off a goal then with Kasper Schmeichel, apparently the keeper, who's he needs to lose 10 kilos according to Slavia Prague. So hopefully Kasper can have a very good game and prove them wrong, and hopefully maybe they get a penalty and Schmeichel saves it and that will shut him up. But yeah, I don't think Kasper will take too much notice of that, and I think that's going to push the Leicester players on even more, and especially Schmeichel. So of course Schmeichel started to go fantastic against Liverpool last time out. And by the way, Kasper, you don't need to lose any weight because you are the GOAT. So yeah, Schmeichel in goal then tomorrow night in Prague. Right, and moving into the back four then, boys and girls. Yeah, just on Brendan Rodgers' press conference today, as I'm recording this, it's been confirmed that Ricardo will be missing for the game. He's going to be rested from his injury. Castagna is close back to fitness, but I don't think he's going to be involved. So yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a lot of changes in that back four, and there's going to be a few changes from that Liverpool side. So yeah, starts off in the right back position then. I'm going to be sticking with Daniel Amati. Of course, it was Ricardo at left back against Liverpool. Daniel Amati at right back was against Liverpool, and he was fantastic. So yeah, for me, I think Daniel Amati will stay at right back for me. Obviously, he's fantastic as Daniel Amati, so hopefully he can have another solid game. Although he's not that great going forward, defensively he's strong. So yeah, Daniel Amati will be the right back. Centre back wise then, we'll stick with the two we started against Liverpool. First one then, in Kago Sionchi. Of course, Sionchi back in the European mix for Leicester. I don't think he's played in Europe yet. I think he played a game against Luhansk, and he got injured. So hopefully that does not happen again. But yeah, Sionchi will be the first centre back. Alongside him, we'll go with Johnny Evans, as always. Big Johnny Evans, class, very experienced, just at the European level. Of course, Fofana is still out injured. And at left back, the first change then in the back four, I'm going to be going with Luke Thomas. It could be Fuchs, but if Slavia Prague are going to sit back, I think we need a bit more going forward. So I'm going to go with Luke Thomas. So he's not good defensively. Going forward, he offers a bit more than Christian Fuchs. Yeah, boys and girls, that'll be my back four for tomorrow's game. Moving into the midfield three then, boys and girls. Yeah, starts off in that defensive role it's a tough one. Is Brandon going to go with Ndidi or Chowdhury or even Mendy? For me, I think he'll stick with Ndidi. People are saying Chowdhury's going to start, but this is a big game, boys and girls, and it's not going to be a pushover. So I think Leicester to go with a strong team. I know we have a big game on Sunday as well against Villa, but I think Ndidi, he's got good legs on him. His stamina's quite good, so I think Ndidi will be absolutely fine. Hopefully, you don't get injured now. I said that, but yeah, Ndidi then in that holding role, in my opinion, the best CDM just in the Premier League just at the moment. He's been fantastic. So yeah, Ndidi in that holding centre defensive midfielder role. Then moving ahead, then we'll be going with Euro Tillemans. I think Euro's going to start as always. Been class this season as Euro, never great performance against Liverpool last month. So yeah, hopefully Euro can have another solid game at the European level. And just head then we'll be going with James Maddison. I don't think there's going to be any changes in the midfield frame. We'll stick with the midfield which started against Liverpool. See James Maddison, Tillemans going to be key in that, and especially if Slavia Prague are going to sit back, look to soak up the pressure. James Maddison, Tillemans, and even Ndidi are all going to be key on the ball, and that midfield battle is going to be very, very key on Thursday night. And finally, then moving into the front three then for tomorrow's games. Yeah, starts off in that left wing position. Then we'll be going with Harvey Barnes. Of course, Barnes has been fantastic so far this season. A goal last time out against Liverpool, he's going to be confident going into the game, so hopefully Harvey can maybe bag another one. And then obviously he came through the Leicester Youth Academy, according to the guy. We don't have a Youth Academy, so Harvey may go and score a hat-trick and shut him up. So yeah, Barnes on the left-hand side then. On the right, we'll be going with Cengiz Under, in my opinion. I know Albrighton started last time out, but Under, in my opinion, is more suited just to the European level. So hopefully Under can have a solid performance. And up top, of course, we'll be going with the man, the GOAT, Jamie Vardy, of course, finally scored against Liverpool. Obviously, it was a tap in. I think I could have scored it, but that's the main thing. Vardy's going to have some more confidence here. Hopefully, Vardy can score once again, just at the European level. I know he hasn't really been involved too much. We could see in our short top, but I think it will be Vardy. I think we need to go full strength. And hopefully, we can just hopefully Leicester can just wrap that tie up, and then in the second leg, we can make those changes, just like some people are saying for the first leg. But for me, I think Leicester should go strong in this first leg, and then if Leicester do well, hopefully we do second leg, we can start to bring in some more changes. So there was, girls. That's it then for the Slavia Prague side of things. My thoughts on the game, and just then my predicted lamps. As always, finally in these previews, I give you guys my score prediction. For me, obviously, it's the first leg is away. I would take a draw, just like I said. I think a 1-1 or 2-2 will be absolutely fantastic. But for me, I have to be confident. I'm going to go with a Slavia Prague 1, Leicester City 2. I think that'll be a huge result just going into the second leg. Obviously, 2-1, it's basically 3-1 just with the away goals. So yeah, for me, goal scorers wise, I think Barnes is going to score. I'm going to go with Vardy to score for Slavia Prague. I don't have a clue, so yeah, that's my score prediction for the game. As always, lads, just let me know your score predictions heading into Thursday night's game in the comment section down below. But yeah, 2-1 victory away in the knockout stages in Euro. It's obviously key just with the away goal rule as well. So yeah, boys, I'm going to go 2-1 tomorrow for Leicester. I'm confident that Leicester can get a good result in the first leg tomorrow night. So the boys and girls, that is it then for today's video. Of course, in today's video, I bring you guys the Slavia Prague versus Leicester match preview. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, let me know, drop a like, subscribe as well to the channel if you guys haven't already. And as always, most importantly, send me your thoughts going into the game in the comment section down below, boys and girls. But I'll see you all for the live watch on tomorrow night. Hopefully Leicester can get a solid result in the first leg of the round of 32 tomorrow. But I'm SPORTSA, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Peace, guys.